Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So of course, as you could tell from the title, I'm continuing my Natasha Denona series. For today we're going to use this palette. It was part of a holiday release, so she launched this one and the other one that I already used for this series. Joya, J-O-Y-A is the name of this colorway. I only have 3 mini palettes to go after this video, and then we can move on to the next brand, which is going to be Milk Cosmetics. So excited. I want to get these done so we can finally move on. I want to say it's been a little bit over a year since I started with the Natasha Denona palette. If you are new here, I started this series with Pat McGrath and my audience loved it so much that they asked I continue it with other brands. We're on to Natasha Denona and we're almost done. So yeah, I would love it if you clicked the subscribe button and choose to stay for a while. Also, so you continue watching this series. And if you're a returning viewer, you already know the drill. I love and appreciate you all. Let's go ahead and get started with this eye look. All right, my loves. Let me tell you what I have on my face. I went into the Makeup by Mario Foundation 11N and mixed a tiny bit of the MAC Studio Fix. I think 3C is the shade I have. MAC Cosmetics Studio Radiance Concealer and C17.5. ABH Contour Stick. I think Shadow is the second lightest shade, and Natasha Denona Liquid Bronzer in Bonfire, also the second lightest shade. For blush, I went into Simi Haze Cream Blush. I don't remember the shade, but it's the pretty raspberry pink. And then I powdered with the Huda powder in Cherry Blossom for my under eyes, and Makeup Forever loose powder in Banana. All right, so I'm going to show you the palette like this because I hope you can see. This one and this one came shattered, so if I open it, it's gonna come right out. This is a very, very interesting color story, so we'll see what I come up with today. Only one matte, and it's that pretty cranberry raspberry pink. I did already set my eyelids with the Moira eye primer, and I don't know where to begin. So I think I'm gonna start with the matte raspberry cranberry tone, and this is the Victoria Beckham 2-1 brush, and I'm using the small crease brush. I think I'm gonna do maybe a halo eye. This is a very out there kind of color story, so it's kind of scary. I cannot remember what eye look I created the last time I picked this up, but I think I only used like 3 shades from the palette. But let's see what we come up with today. I'm tapping first before I blend. But it's a beautiful bright tone. Okay, so this texture, I thought it was a matte, but I don't know if you can see. It's like a creamy matte. It feels creamy, but she has it labeled as CP, I think is what. Yeah, fuchsia. I don't know what CP stands for. And as you know, the creamy matte formula, it takes a while to build up, so I did have to build it up to this. All right, now I'm gonna dip into that gold, which looks like a metallic tone, and I use this very fluffy Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's gonna sound scary what I'm gonna do, but let's see how it goes. I'm gonna use this to soften up the edges of that fuchsia pink. Okay, yeah, that's working. Okay, that went better than I thought. All right, I am going to take the darker burgundy fuchsia. This one does feel like a metallic. I'm going to use the smudger side of the Victoria 21 and use this one to deepen up that fuchsia pink I used first in the inner and outer corner. Since this is a smudger, it should work fairly well. Yeah, this one looks more like a burgundy cranberry kind of shade. Ooh, got some in my eye. Okay, next glitter glue is on, and This one is more of your traditional metallic shimmer, and this one does have small specks of glitter. So I'll use the one that's shattered in the middle, and I think I'm going to use this one right in the inner lower lash line. Glitter glue is on. I went into the Unearthly glitter glue, and I'm going to apply this very lightly. I'm barely dipping my finger into that shimmer. I don't want it to be too much. And then for the inner corner, I don't know yet if I'm going to pull out something from a different palette, or if maybe I can make that pretty gold work. We shall see. Okay, I'm gonna use this small little almost crease brush from Artitude. Use my ColourPop spray and just kind of dip the brush in here and use that other shimmer. It looks like a pretty peachy kind of metallic, I should say, because it's more metallic than an actual shimmer. Maybe I should have put glitter glue under here too. I'm just tapping. I'm not gonna swipe because that's just gonna give me fallout everywhere. This one's a little bit darker, I feel like, and that's why I decided to use it down here instead of on the lid. It's very similar to the one that I used up top. It's a little more of a simple type of shimmer versus the one that has glittery glitter sparkles. Okay, so I pulled out the, is it the Mini Crush, and I'm gonna use the lightest matte. Yeah, I think so. It's gonna go pretty with that cranberry tone I used. This is a B4 from Blend Bunny, and I'm gonna put this in the inner corner. Hopefully it's light enough. I think it is. Okay. My kids are being extra loud. Apologies. I don't use shimmer as my inner corner often. I use it as a last resort, and I figured we can try this one and see how it looked. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let me finish off the face, be right back, and show you the full completed makeup look. All right, my loves, I am back, and this eye look is actually very beautiful. Let me tell you what else I have on the face before I get sidetracked. Makeup Forever pressed bronzer in shade 20, the Westman Atelier Duo, the blush and the contour duo in Biscuit, but I only used the contour in the duo. In the palette, Say Something Suede blush in Chow, such a beautiful tone. Simi Haze highlighter in Citrine. For the eyebrows, I have on Ravie Beauty brow pencil. It's probably dark brown. I want to say I usually get dark brown. There's only 4 shades available, and I'm pretty sure dark brown is the one I went for. Maybelline Locket, the one I raved about not too long ago. Brow gel, I'm about to pan that. And then for the lips, this is a whole new lip combo that I just discovered, and I am in love with it. Which sucks because I think one of the products is probably not going to be available much longer, and it's the Wayne Goss lip liner in medium nude. It's a close dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude, so you could probably use Iconic Nude if you don't have the Wayne Goss. And the MAC lipstick in Stone, it's the satin lipstick formulation, and I think that's, oh, Revolution Tubby Mascara. That's it. That's all I have on as far as makeup goes. This eye look is so pretty. I'm sure the cloud coverage that I got going on outside is helping just really make this eye look pop. Oh my goodness. I did not think I was going to enjoy this eye look this much. I'm like in love with this eye look. Let me scooch on out. Okay, so have I said I love this eye look? I had so much fun playing with this palette. It's a color story that is pretty scary. Unfortunately, no longer available. She hasn't given us a color story in this size palette, I think, since this one. Yeah, mine is like broken and shattered. I have debated just getting rid of it, but these tones are so pretty. I don't think, well, maybe I do. Yeah, it's just, I guess at this point it's more of a collector's item. Let me know if you participated in this holiday launch from Natasha Denona, or if you skipped out on it. Miss Mel Thompson is the one that convinced me I needed these when Natasha Denona brought them back like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm glad I picked them up. I have been able to use both of them and they have pleasantly surprised me because the color stories are definitely not color stories that I gravitate towards too, and they can be scary. But I feel like with this series and picking them up, the eye looks I have created with them, I'm like, wow, that's gorgeous. I also feel like when I first got these, I wasn't as comfortable with color. And now I feel like, one, my makeup skills have improved a tiny bit, and two, I've just gotten a tiny bit better at playing with colors, especially tones that you wouldn't think just at the top of your head to put together. Yeah. Okay, that's going to be it. I'm just babbling on. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the eye look. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love it and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!